Good day everybody. It is still lockdown time in South Africa. I decided to get to my wood shop. It's been a few months since I've been here. The dogs are here as well. We are going to see what I'm going to do. Today we are going to start restoring this eating chair. Our 9-month-old daughter is starting to sit on her own and she's starting to eat on her own. So there's a couple of things that we need to do. The chair needs a few things. You'll see one of the legs are missing down here, so we are going to make a new one. Unfortunately, all the shops are closed, so I'm going to make my own on the lathe. So we've already got the rod here, and we'll use that to do that. Then the other thing that needs done is just a little bit of glue here and there. These are loose. There's one other somewhere around here that's loose as well. So we'll see what we can do in that regard. We might end up putting some polyurethane on it. I do not have much options at the moment. I've got an indoor floor sealer that's going to work quite good. At least it does the job. Alright guys, I cleaned the lathe a bit. I have to be honest, I haven't touched this thing in a few months. Probably a bit more than I'm thinking, but yeah, it's going to get the job done. I just did the glue ups. Down there you'll see there's still some glue spilling out. I'll clean that up in a moment. And then one or two of these have been glued, so that can set now. And in the meantime I'm going to work on that rod that we need to put in over there to get this thing more stable. So let's get going. Right, so the shape is starting to come along. It's still a bit rough, but we'll get there. Sorry, we'll get there. Yeah, slow speed at the moment, just taking away the majority of these. I have to go until that line and that one over there, so still a bit of work to do. Alright guys, I've got it to the width I want, but this wood is quite rough. I think it's a type of wood. Sorry, it's not focusing correctly. But anyway, it seems if it's a very coarse type of pine, but it's quite strong. I don't think I'm going to have issues with it. So I'm just going to sand it to see if I can get rid of all the bits and pieces sitting on it, and then we'll see how it looks. I'm just doing some sanding on this rod. It came along quite nicely. A few bits and crannies, but it's because of the type of wood. We've also got the visitor. Hello, Cleo. Alright everybody, the rod's in place. It's been glued, it's been clamped. I had to clamp that one down there as well because that one was loose. So yeah, now we're just waiting for the whole thing to dry. And then once that is done, we can start putting on some polyurethane. And I still need to make a platform, a table for this one. So what basically happens is that you undo these latches and this whole thing folds over, and this table is then at the height that the child is sitting at. So that's going to be over here. It's going to fold over like that, poof, and the child can eat. I'll show you a picture when that's done. Alright guys, while this thing is drying up, I'm going to cut the table top out of 1/2 inch plywood. That's going to be set right in this space onto the other side, and that's obviously going to be the tabletop if you swing this thing around to create the table. Alright, so the tabletop has been cut, and that is going to go in there. just like so. Well, obviously I have to glue that down. This thing is a little bit twisted. It stood in the garage for quite some time, but we'll get it done, and it will sit quite nicely once it's on there. Got some 3.5 millimeter screws here, 20 mil long. It's just going to be long enough to fit in there. I'm just going to pre-drill some holes and then just put it down there and there with some glue, obviously, and that's going to be the table for this chair. Alright guys, I'm just going to countersink. These screws are quite small, so this is a countersink that fits the head of that screw exactly. So yeah, let's countersink that baby. Alright, I've just counter sunk the holes, so time to go screw it down. I'm just making sure these are more or less flush with the table, else baby might hurt themselves when eating on it. Alright, so the table's been screwed on, just 3 on either side, and that's basically it. I just have to wipe some glue and then wait for this thing to dry, and then we can put some polyurethane on it. Alright guys, this chair is now finished. I still have to do the polyurethane, but I'll get to that. It's just the glue up and screws and everything that's been done. So this is the chair at normal height, when you're sitting on it, at the table, and the child can sit in it obviously. And then if you want them lower to the ground, you just flip that one up, and that table gets to this height where this one is at over here, and that one you just flip back. I'll just show you in a moment. Let me just set it up. Alright guys, this is the setup close to the ground when the baby sits lower. The bottom part has been brought out, and that's now the table, so they can then sit on it quite close to the ground and eat comfortably. Obviously the reason for this is then that they can't fall should they try to move around or something like that. Is that your dinner table? Yeah, she's loving the lamps. Hey! Hi hi! Alright guys, this thing has been painted now from top to bottom with polyurethane. I think it's going to look rather good. Obviously it's wet at the moment, so we need to wait for it to dry. But tomorrow this thing can be taken into the house, and baby can start eating on it. We took some pictures of her sitting in it, and it's going to work quite well. So yeah, baby chair, eating chair, lunch chair, what do you want to call it, restored. So now it's usable. Thank you for watching.